Good morning and welcome to day 3 of my 7-day Western Caribbean cruise here on the Wonder of the Seas. I am so excited to bring you guys along for my 3rd day here. It is a cruise day, so we are going to spend all day on the ship. I am pretty anxious about that because I am not sure what to do. I have yet to look at the itinerary to see what events and activities I can attend. I'm really hoping that there is some high quality entertainment today, such as an ice skating show or a stage show of sorts. If not, we'll find some other things to do. One thing I plan on doing today is trying to visit every single deck on this ship. I want to explore all the decks and see what every deck has to offer. I think so far I've spent most of my time on deck 15, which is the pool deck. I have been enjoying the solarium on that deck, and Windjammer, the main buffet, is also on that deck. Currently, I'm on deck 3. That is the deck where my stateroom is at. I've also visited the level where Central Park is located, and that was really cool. I'm not sure which level that was, but I will reorient myself and you guys as well once I gather my thoughts and figure out how to explore every single deck here today. So that will definitely give me something to do today. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm going to head to the solarium, which is also an included buffet here on the Wonder of the Seas. So I'm going to try the solarium out for breakfast today. We'll see what we get into. I probably should take advantage of swimming and the sunshine, although I am still very, very red from yesterday. I definitely need to purchase some sunscreen, but like I said, it's a sea day, lots to do, lots to discover. I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants and take you guys along for the ride. So let's put on some real clothes and head out for the day. Alrighty, I am all dressed and ready to explore. First, breakfast. I'm starving. I'm craving pancakes. I haven't actually had a proper breakfast here yet, so really looking forward to some pancakes, bacon, some sausage, some eggs. I want it all. Just give it to me, okay? I know it sounds really weird, but yeah, really hungry. Ready to eat. I put on this really high top t-shirt to hide my horrendous sunburn. It's super cute because it has like an open back. Let me see if I can show you guys. Very cute. Open back. Just some simple denim shorts with my white chunky sandals. I know the girls will appreciate that little fit check. Not sure about you guys, but yes, ready to head out. Gonna eat some breakfast, maybe explore a bit, and then hit up a hot tub, a pool situation of some sort. We'll figure it out. Let's head to breakfast. I made my way to deck 15 for breakfast today at the Solarium Bistro. This is an included food service option here on the Wonder of the Seas. Here you will find Mediterranean-inspired cuisine for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is also a buffet-style food service, but it feels a little more elevated than the Windjammer. I definitely recommend eating here if you're looking for something a little more refined. All right, so I made it to the Solarium for breakfast, and I forgot about the time change. So I got here just in the nick of time. They were literally clearing out all the breakfast, and I was able to scrounge up a few things. I got some French toast, scrambled eggs, hash brown, and a pastry, and some whole fruits and orange juice. I really wanted some like sliced fruits, but beggars can't be choosers. So that's my breakfast. I'm gonna enjoy it, and then probably going get an early lunch because this is not enough for me, and it's not really what I wanted. My palate is not going to be satisfied, so definitely gonna have an early lunch somewhere. Probably go to Starbucks afterwards. That's a good idea. So I'll let you know what I do once I'm done with breakfast. As I arrived pretty late, I was one of the last people to leave the Solarium Bistro. I made my way outside afterwards to relax, people watch, and decide what to do next. All right, I'm in the solarium. I've been in here for quite a while, just on my phone, doing literally nothing. I posted a TikTok. But I saw that the itinerary has a pirate parade in the Royal Promenade. It is starting in literally like 5 minutes. It's 12:22. It's gonna start at 12:30. So I figured we would just go check that out. So let's head to the Royal Promenade and check out this little pirate parade. Afterwards, I might get some pizza, put my bathing suit on, and go to the hot tub. So, see you there. I made my way to the Royal Promenade on Deck 5 to catch the pirate show. I found a spot to watch under this very large metal hat. I waited for the pirate show to begin, but it never did. Hello, so I'm on the walking trail, which is on Deck 5, which is where I was at for the Royal Promenade. I was waiting for the pirate show. It's supposed to start at 12:30. Then it turned to 12:35, 12:45, and then I was like, you know what, let me check my itinerary and see if the plan's changed. There's runners. This is obviously the running deck. So I checked my itinerary and it disappeared. So I guess they canceled it, but there was like no announcement. So here I am, trying to figure out what to do. I'm pretty hungry, like a little peckish. So I think I'm gonna go back to the Royal Promenade and I'm gonna go and grab a few slices of pizza and then probably explore the ship like I promised. So we might do a few decks and then I'm gonna go for a swim and then we can do a few decks after my swim because I definitely wanna get a swim in. So I'm gonna go back inside, get some pizza. Feeling pretty hungry, I headed back inside the Royal Promenade and straight to Sorrento's Pizza. The pizza here is surprisingly delicious. It reminds me of Dollar Pizza in New York. It's thin slice, super fresh, and has just the right amount of toppings. Alrighty, I am back in the room. I enjoyed some pizza at Sorrento's and some people watching. It's so interesting to just see the dynamics of all these families and couples. I feel like since I'm alone, I am more prone to people watch. I have nobody to talk to, so my entertainment is watching people. So it's been really interesting and really thought-provoking. I will not bother you with all of my thoughts considering all of that, but it is very fun to people watch. So I did that for a bit and thought about my game plan. I looked at the itinerary and coming up, the zip line and rock climbing wall will be available around 2:30 and 3 o'clock. It is currently 1:11. So I am probably gonna go explore a few decks with you guys like I promised. Honestly, I'm not really looking forward to doing that, but I'm gonna push myself to do it because I don't wanna leave this cruise not seeing all of the decks, number one. And number two, I know that this would be informational for you to see and for you to gauge whether you would like to come on the Wonder of the Seas. So I really like my videos to be entertaining and informational at the same time. So I really want to provide you with that information and that content. So there are 15 decks on the Wonder of the Seas, and I think a few are dedicated to staterooms and a few amenities here and there. But there are so many levels with so many activities and things to do, so I will definitely show you around. So guests are allowed on pretty much all of the decks, starting with deck number 2. Deck number 2, you're going to find the medical center and the boarding area and some elevators. Deck number 2 is usually the gangway to exit and embark the ship during all of our port days. So there's really not much to see there, so I will not go to deck 2 today. Deck 3 is where I'm at currently, and this deck is dedicated to staterooms. There is a main dining room entrance. The main dining room has several levels, and deck 3 is the starting level of which you can enter the main dining room. And then there are some elevators, a boarding area, and a conference room. So deck 3 pretty much is the same deal, not much to see here. So I will spare you the details here on deck 3. Deck 4 is where the entertainment and the fun begins. So on deck 4, you're gonna have the Royal Theater, the entertainment place, the attic, the Crown Lounge, the Golden Room, the Art Gallery, Studio B, and the center ice rink, the Casino Royale, and another entrance to the main dining room, as well as the Izumi Hibachi and Sushi restaurant, which we attended on our last Royal Caribbean cruise, but that was on the Independence of the Seas. So deck 4 is where the fun is going to begin. So I think that's where I'm going to start my little deck tour adventure. So let's head on out to deck 4 and we'll take a look together. Alrighty guys, so starting on deck 4, you're going to have an entrance to the Royal Theater, and on the other side of the Royal Theater, you are going to walk across this hallway and head to Studio B. This is where you will see the ice shows in the evening. Right next door is the attic. This is a bar, and sometimes the comedy shows are held here as well. Across the way is the Crown Lounge. I believe this is only for Crown members, so I did not enter. On deck 4, you will also find several entrances to the Casino Royale. There is another main dining entrance here as well. And lastly, you will find the Izumi Hibachi and Sushi restaurant. This is a paid option if you would like to dine here. Okay, so we just explored deck 4. So as you can see, we have the Royal Theater, the Casino Royale, main dining entrance, and Izumi Hibachi and Sushi. Those are like the main places. Then there are 2 lounges. There's the Attic Lounge and then the Royal Crown Lounge, which I think you can only get into if you're like a Royal Crown member of some sort. They were having an art auction, so there was a lot of people right there hanging out. And then there was also Studio B, which is the ice skating rink, and they were currently about to have a laser tag kind of game for the youth over there. So lots of fun things on level 4. We are now on deck 5. Currently I am on the walking path. So this is the walking / running path. And this is also the level or the deck where the Royal Promenade is. So the Royal Promenade is like the main strip where a lot of the action happens throughout the day. You're gonna find lots of casual dining there, as well as restaurants and stores. So lots of things to do on the Royal Promenade. They usually have like night events there and parades during the day. So let's take you around for a little look on deck 5. Starting off outside, you will see the walking and running track. As you head inside, you will see another entrance to the main dining room. And just on the other side of the main dining room entrance is the entrance to the Royal Promenade. This is where all the action happens on deck 5, starting with the Bionic Bar. This is a really cool bar with electronic arms that serve you drinks. Sadly, I did not get to try this bar, but it did look really cool, and you can also order virgin drinks. And as you can see here, deck 5 is also a stop for the Rising Tide bar that elevates to different levels on the ship. Deck 5 truly has a little bit of everything. You can find stores here, restaurants, quick bites to eat. You will find several little bars and nightclubs here as well. You can also see guest services here, as well as set up your internet package and book your next cruise, all on the same level. My favorite stop on this level was definitely Starbucks. It is a full service Starbucks, so you can order all of your favorite drinks here. And lastly, there is an entrance to the Royal Theater here as well. So as you can see, deck 5 has a lot to offer. That whole strip has so many places you can go to. There are restaurants, casual dining, entertainment, guest services is there, the internet package planning thing is there, Royal Theater, there's a Royal Theater entrance, there's a main dining entrance. So there's a lot on that strip. Like I said earlier, that's where all of the action happens throughout the day, like parades and night shows. So make sure to visit deck 5 if you're here on the Wonder of the Seas, because you don't want to miss a thing. So let's head up to deck 6. Deck 6 is split into two sides. On one side, you'll find the Vitality at Sea Spa. Once you enter, you're going to see the Vitality Cafe. So here you have complimentary food, but if you would like a juice or smoothie, that is an extra fee. This is a great place to grab a quick bite to eat or sit and lounge. And just past the Vitality Cafe, you will find the entrance to the fitness center. And just across the way, you will find the salon where you can get a few cosmetic services done. On the other side of Deck 6, you will enter the boardwalk. This is a carnival-like area. Here you have the doghouse, which is an included food service. There is a paid candy and ice cream shop next door, as well as a few bars and restaurants. On this deck, you also have the exit to the Ultimate Abyss slide, which starts at Deck 16, and right behind it, you have the Aqua Theater. And above the Aqua Theater, you will see a rock climbing wall on either side. Surprise! I am back in my stateroom and I am dressed in my bathing suit because I am getting the itch to get into some water. And then as I was getting closer to Deck 6 and Deck 7, I was hearing all of the music playing and people in their swimsuits and the sunshine, and it just put me in the mood. It put me in the mood, so I'm in my bathing suit and I'm gonna go choose a spot to have fun and soak in the sun. So let's head on out. I chose a very vibrant bathing suit for my little pool day today. I really like this one. I've worn it before in a few videos. I only bought one new swimsuit for this vacation, which I'm very proud of because usually I buy a new swimsuit for every single day of my vacation, but I'm reusing some old ones and I remember how much I like this one, so gonna put a cover up on and head out. Okay, first thing first, we have to make a stop at Sprinkles before heading to the solarium. To say I'm obsessed is an understatement. I absolutely enjoy my ice cream in correlation with my pool visits. I took my chocolate and vanilla swirl ice cream cone to go and headed straight to the solarium. I found a cozy spot right in front of the ocean view and finished up my cone before heading into the shallow, cold pool area. I stayed here for just a bit. It wasn't my favorite spot, so I decided to head to my go-to hot tub location and relax there for quite a while before having another hankering for ice cream. Y'all, I went a bit crazy and got 2 cones this time, and surprisingly, they didn't both melt before the time I got to my seat. And you better believe I gobbled both of those puppies down. Then I just sat, relaxed, enjoyed the view for a very long time before heading back to my stateroom to decide what to do next. Hello. I have you guys on the bed because I wanted to lay down. I'm tired from doing absolutely nothing. But I just got back from the solarium. I spent quite a good amount of time there. I did a dip in the little pool area and then I stayed a while in the hot tub. I started talking to the people in the hot tub. Everybody was super social today, and I got invited to dinner tonight. I'm not sure if I'm going to take up the offer. I told them that I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I reserved a showtime for the Aqua show. That sounded really cool to me, and they didn't have an Aqua Theater on the Independence of the Seas, so that's going to be a new experience for me. That's at 7:30. It's currently 5:53, so I'm gonna change. I'm gonna wash up a bit in the shower, change back into my regular clothes, and then probably try to get a bite to eat. Probably just snag like a little snack like fries or something to munch on before I head to the theater, and then go and watch that show. If I'm still feeling hungry, I'll hit up Windjammer afterwards once again to get more food. But I think the dinner invitation was for 8:30, and I don't even think I would be able to make it with the show and everything. And today's formal night, and I didn't really bring anything formal because I didn't plan on eating in the formal dining room at all. I do have one dress that could pass, but I need to iron it, and I don't even know where the laundry room is, and I don't like wearing wrinkly clothes because I'm just weird like that. So anyways, I'm gonna go to that show tonight. I'll take you along for the ride, and then who knows what will happen after that. I hear the comedy show is really good. There's an adult comedy show later in the evening at like around 9:45, but you have to reserve that, and everything was sold out or booked out for tonight. But they did say if you show up like 30 minutes early that they'll let a few walk-ins in. So I'm gonna try and do that because they said it was really, really good. So 2 things on my list for tonight. Let's see what happens. I'll take you along for the ride, gonna wash up, and then we're gonna go to the Aqua Theater. Alrighty, I am back in my regular clothes with an additional sweater, because I know it's going to be cold in the theater. And if it's not, it's better to be prepared than sorry. And I am very cold-natured. So I am ready for dinner, or a quick little snack between the show and actual dinner. I'm going to head to Windjammers right now to grab a bite to eat. Actually, I might go to, I think it's deck 8 where the Central Park is located. I went there the first day, and I stopped by today as well, and I noticed that there was another little bistro cafe that's included that we can eat at. I'm not sure if it's only open for breakfast and lunch, but I might as well just go try it for dinner and try something new. So let's head to Central Park area first. If that's open, we'll eat there, and if not, we'll come back to I think it's level 15 for Windjammers. So let's head on out and see what they have available for us to eat. So I made my way to deck 8 to head to Central Park. My intention was to try to eat dinner at the Park Cafe. I was very hopeful to try something new for dinner, but once I got there, it was closed. So I made my way further up to deck 15 to head to Windjammers instead. Fear not, you can always count on Windjammers to be open and have exactly what you are craving. If not, you can always head to Sorrento's Pizza, which I think is open later. I created a hodgepodge dinner plate and found a spot to eat. All right, we are here at the Windjammer. I have some lemonade to drink, and I have a plate, a very hodgepodge of food. So I have a salad that I made. It has a whole bunch of stuff. Some marinated cheese and salami with olives, some pot stickers with sweet chili sauce, and some marinated chicken with mushrooms. All very weird and random. But the line for like grilled stuff was so long, like steaks and, you know, like the hearty meats. And I did not want to wait, and I cannot wait. It is 6:45, and my show is at 7:30, and I'm a very slow eater, so I wanted to make sure I had enough time to eat. And you know what? This is gonna do. Everything looks yummy, smells delicious. I'm gonna eat it up, and then we're gonna head to the Aqua Theater for the Aqua Show. So excited, so see you there. I got to eat my dinner. It was very delicious. As you can see, I really enjoyed every single bite. I had just enough time to finish it all without rushing. Then I headed to the boardwalk to catch the Aqua Show. But what I didn't realize is that I got my days confused, and this show was booked for the next day. But luckily, I caught this with just enough time to make it to the Royal Theater to watch the show Voices. Truly, once I rose above the noise and confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the phenomenal cast of Voices. Hello, good evening. I just got back from the Royal Theater. I watched the Voices stage show, and I know earlier I told you that I was going to go to the Aqua Theater and watch an Aqua show, But I was mistaken. I reserved that show for tomorrow, and today I had the show Voices, which was an a cappella stage show, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Usually a cappella can be a little underwhelming because it is all done with the voice, and if it's not done right, then it's not really good or enjoyable. But they did it so well. They had dancers and everything, so it was a phenomenal show. And I highly suggest that you catch Voices if you are on the Wonder of the Seas. Top notch, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. But it is about to be 10 o'clock, and tomorrow we go to Cozumel. I've been to Cozumel before. That was one of our stops on our last Disney cruise, and it was pretty underwhelming. It's super touristy, and if you don't have an excursion booked, in my opinion, it's not really getting off if you've been there already. There's really just a little town square to explore. We did end up finding like a really cool local taco spot with really good tacos. So I might get off just to eat those tacos, but that's probably all I will do tomorrow. So I'm gonna sleep in a bit and prioritize my sleep, and then probably head out to Cozumel to get some tacos. But I also need to wake up at a decent time because I haven't had a proper breakfast here yet. I thought today was going to be the day, but with the time zone, I totally botched it, and I got there at the last few minutes when they were literally pulling away all the breakfast plates. So I was like, wait, can I have one bacon? Can I have a hash brown? Wait, can I have one of those? Can I have one of those? So I was like scrounging up as many breakfast items as I could before they put them away. And I didn't end up getting exactly what I wanted. So tomorrow I definitely want to wake up with a good amount of time to have a decent full breakfast. So yeah, that is my plan for tomorrow, and I think I'm going to call it a night for the evening. There really isn't anything that is catching my eye. There's lots of bands, like live bands playing at bars. So it would be pretty weird if I just sat there to listen to the band. I feel like everybody has a drink in their hand. But that's pretty much all the options. Go out to a bar, have a drink, or go to some like after party of some sorts and awkwardly talk to people you don't know. I probably should attempt to do that and make friends and be social, but that's just not where my heart is at right now. I just don't have the energy. It's not something I'm really looking forward to doing. So if it happens organically throughout the day, I'm cool with that. But forcing myself to be in a scenario that I'm usually not in is just not me. So I'm just not going to pressure myself to do that, even though I'm on a cruise and I probably should be trying new things, but not today, not today. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to take another full shower. I didn't wash my hair earlier after the pool, so I'm going to wash my hair, do a whole shower, get nice and fresh for tomorrow, and get some good sleep. And we'll see you tomorrow in Cozumel. Thank you so much for joining on day 3 here on the Wonder of the Seas. I hope to see you on the next one for day 4, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.